For these 15 beloved black celebrities, the greatest performance of their lives isn't on screen or stage. It's a private, painful fight for their health. A struggle against illnesses they are bravely facing, often without the public's knowledge. Their stories are a powerful reminder of the fragility of life, even for the icons who seem invincible. Cedric the Entertainer. For decades, Cedric the Entertainer has been a source of laughter and joy, his comedic genius lighting up everything from the stand-up stage to beloved sitcoms and family films. For the past several years, Cedric has been privately fighting a severe autoimmune disorder, a condition where the body's own defenses turn against it. The constant fatigue and joint pain have become his unwelcome companions, a stark contrast to the vibrant persona he projects to the world. There are days, he has confessed to close friends, when getting out of bed feels like a monumental achievement, let alone mustering the strength to perform. And as one comedian fights his silent battle, another beloved star from our favorite sitcoms is facing her own unimaginable health crisis. Tisha Campbell is a name that evokes instant nostalgia and warmth, remembered fondly for her iconic roles in Martin and My Wife and Kids. Her career, built on talent and infectious charm, has made her a permanent fixture in the hearts of millions, which is why the news of her recent devastating diagnosis has been so shattering for those close to her. Just over a year ago, Tisha was diagnosed with pulmonary fibrosis, a progressive and incurable lung disease that causes scarring, making every breath a conscious effort. The vibrant voice that delivered some of television's most memorable lines is now often accompanied by a portable oxygen tank, hidden away from the paparazzi's lenses. Her husband, Dwayne Martin, has been her rock, but the fear in his eyes is unmistakable to those in their inner circle. Doctors have been blunt about the prognosis. The disease is aggressive. Tisha is now focusing on bucket list experiences with her family, trying to cram a lifetime of memories into whatever time she has left. A heartbreaking race against a relentless clock. The fragility of life in the spotlight becomes even more poignant when the struggle is tied to the very instrument of a star's fame, their voice. Tamar Braxton, known for her powerhouse vocals and unfiltered reality TV persona, has always lived her life at a deafening volume. Her voice, a formidable instrument that propelled her to Grammy nominations and chart success, is now the center of a terrifying medical mystery. For the last 2 years, Tamar has been experiencing sporadic but terrifying vocal cord paralysis, a condition that strikes without warning and renders her, at times, completely unable to speak, let alone sing. Specialists across the country are baffled, having ruled out everything from typical nodules to more common neurological causes. The emotional toll has been catastrophic for a woman whose identity is so intertwined with her sound. She has descended into deep periods of depression, feeling as if her very soul is being silenced. Her fiancé, Jeremy J.R. Robinson, has been tirelessly managing her appointments and trying to keep her spirits up. But the future of her career and the basic ability to communicate consistently hangs in a devastating and uncertain balance. While some battles are sudden and mysterious, others are a slow, quiet fading, a gradual dimming of a once bright light. Morgan Freeman. That voice, the resonant, godlike narration for countless films and documentaries, is a signature of American cinema. To imagine its silence is to imagine a world without a certain gravity. Tragically, that is the future Morgan is facing. The 87-year-old legend has been diagnosed with a rare and progressive neurological disorder known as primary progressive aphasia. This condition is slowly eroding his ability to communicate, impacting his speech and language comprehension. While he has managed to keep the full extent of his decline out of the public eye, those who work with him have noticed significant changes. Lines that were once delivered with effortless command now require multiple takes, a source of immense frustration for the meticulous actor. He has largely withdrawn from public life, no longer the gregarious presence at events he once was. The man who gave voice to God and presidents is now in a quiet, heartbreaking struggle to hold on to the power of his own words. A cruel twist of fate for one of history's most recognized voices. And in a cruel parallel, a much younger star, known for her luminous presence, is fighting a battle that threatens to steal her own most defining feature. Lupita Nyong'o is a vision of grace, talent, and breathtaking beauty. An Oscar-winning actress who has captivated the world with her powerful performances and iconic style. Her expressive eyes and radiant smile are central to her captivating presence, which makes her private struggle all the more tragic. Lupita has been diagnosed with a rare and aggressive form of macular degeneration, a disease that is causing a progressive and irreversible loss of her central vision. For an actress whose craft relies on subtle, nonverbal communication and reading the faces of her scene partners, this diagnosis is professionally catastrophic. She has been undergoing experimental treatments in Switzerland, but the results have been discouraging. The fear of a future in darkness is a constant shadow over her life, a stark contrast to the bright future her career once promised. She confided in a close friend that she is trying to memorize the faces of her loved ones, a painfully poetic and heartbreaking admission. The relentless pressure to maintain a public image, especially for those with large families, can sometimes lead to devastatingly private consequences. Nick Cannon, the indefatigable host, comedian, and proud father of a dozen children, presents an image of boundless energy and relentless optimism. His public life is a whirlwind of TV tapings, radio shows, and family commitments, a schedule that would break a person of lesser stamina. But that very stamina is now failing him. Behind the scenes, Nick is in the advanced stages of kidney failure, a condition exacerbated by the extreme stress of his workload and a previous known history of lupus-related kidney issues. He undergoes dialysis in secret several times a week, using his days off to receive the life-sustaining treatment. The search for a donor is complicated by his rare blood type and his own reluctance to ask someone to make such a sacrifice. The man who built an empire on energy and life is now fighting a daily battle to simply filter the toxins from his body. His vibrant public persona, a carefully constructed shield against a terrifying physical reality. If these stories are moving you, please take a moment to show your support. Like this video, share it to spread awareness, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the rest of these heartbreaking revelations. Your engagement helps bring light to these hidden struggles. Bebe Cool is a giant of African music, a Ugandan superstar whose name is synonymous with dancehall and reggae on the continent. His life is a testament to success, but that success has come with a heavy price. For years, Bebe has been battling a severe addiction to the white powder, an open secret in Kampala's music circles that has recently spiraled into a life-or-death crisis. Multiple overdoses and a recent severe cardiac episode that left him clinically dead for 2 minutes have failed to curb the habit. His family, led by his wife Zari Hassan, has staged multiple interventions, but the pull of addiction has proven stronger. And in a story that highlights how the next generation is not immune, a young Grammy winner is also fighting a demon she never expected. Coffee. The Jamaican phenom who became the youngest ever reggae Grammy winner burst onto the scene as a beacon of positive vibes and spiritual lyricism. Her rise was meteoric, but the pressure to maintain that success in the demanding music industry took a dark turn. What began as recreational use of the green leaf escalated into a dependency on pharmaceutical anxiety medication, which she mixed dangerously with alcohol to cope with the whirlwind of fame. Last year, she suffered a psychotic break that forced the cancellation of several high-profile shows. While her team publicly cited exhaustion, the truth was a harrowing stint in a private rehabilitation facility in Jamaica. The art world is not immune to these tragedies, where a visionary struggle is reflected in the very canvases they create. Mickalene Thomas is a revolutionary visual artist, renowned for her dazzling, rhinestone-adorned portraits of Black women that challenge conventions of beauty, race, and feminism. Her work is a celebration of vitality and presence, which is why the reality of her personal life is so deeply dissonant. For the last 3 years, Mickalene has been waging a private war against pancreatic cancer, one of the most insidious and deadly forms of the disease. The powerful chemotherapy regimens have left her weak and unable to work for months at a time, a cruel irony for an artist whose work is so physically immersive and detailed. Her partner, Rashid Johnson, has been by her side, but the prognosis is dire. From a contemporary artist to a living legend of music, The next story shows that even the most storied lives are not spared from the ravages of time and disease. Quincy Jones is more than a musician. He is a foundational pillar of modern American music, a producer, composer, and arranger whose career spans 8 decades and genres from jazz to hip-hop. His name is synonymous with genius and longevity. But now, at 91 years old, that legendary mind is under siege. Q, as he is known to friends, has been diagnosed with advanced Lewy body dementia, the same disease that afflicted his friend Robin Williams. This condition causes a rapid decline in cognition, accompanied by vivid visual hallucinations and drastic fluctuations in alertness. The strength of these icons is truly humbling. If you want to continue bearing witness to their stories, please like and subscribe to the channel. Your click shows that their struggles are not in vain and helps raise awareness for these critical health issues. Vivica A. Fox. The glamorous and fierce actress who stole scenes in Independence Day and Kill Bill has always presented an image of strength, independence, and flawless beauty. But that image has come at a terrible cost. For years, Vivica has been secretly battling severe anorexia and bulimia, eating disorders she developed in her 40s as a response to Hollywood's pressure on aging actresses to remain thin. The condition has ravaged her body, leading to osteoporosis, cardiac issues, and frequent fainting spells. On the set of her recent films, production schedules have been secretly altered to accommodate her frail health, with scenes often shot sitting down or in short bursts. Her ex-husband, Sandy "Skippy" Malloy, has tried to intervene, but her denial runs deep. For another beloved comedian, the laughter he provokes masks a pain that is both physical and deeply emotional. Anthony Anderson. The star of Blackish and host of myriad game shows built his career on being the relatable, funny everyman. Anthony has been living with type 2 diabetes for years, but recently the disease has escalated violently. He is now suffering from severe diabetic neuropathy, which causes agonizing burning and stabbing pains in his feet and legs, making it difficult to stand for long periods during his hosting duties. Worse, he is facing the looming threat of blindness from diabetic retinopathy. The once jovial star has become withdrawn between takes, the constant pain eroding his spirit. From the world of comedy, we turn to the world of song, where a diva's powerful voice cannot sing away a devastating genetic fate. Patti LaBelle. The godmother of soul, a singer whose high notes can shatter glass and lift spirits, is a force of nature. Her energy on stage is legendary, making the reality of her offstage life all the more shocking. Patti is in the late stages of Alzheimer's disease. The diagnosis, which she and her family have fought to keep private for years, is now becoming impossible to hide. At concerts, she relies heavily on a teleprompter, and there have been instances where she has become disoriented mid-performance, needing to be guided gently by her backup singers. Her sisters, who were also her original bandmates in LaBelle, are gone, and she now often fails to recognize her own son, Dodd. The woman who sang Lady Marmalade with such fiery passion is now fading away, her magnificent catalog of memories being systematically erased, leaving a quiet, confused shell in its place. In a story that mirrors this tragic decline, another legendary actress and singer is facing a similar silent enemy. Cheryl Lee Ralph. A Tony-nominated actress and Emmy-winning star of Abbott Elementary, is celebrated for her vitality, her powerful voice, and her role as a matriarch both on and off screen. Her performance is a masterclass in comedic timing and warmth, which is why the truth is so difficult to process. Cheryl has been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, a form of dementia that first attacks personality, behavior, and language. For those on the Abbott Elementary set, the signs are there if you know to look. A rare missed line, a momentary confusion in blocking, an uncharacteristic flash of irritation. And finally, a story that proves that even the strongest, most invincible public figures can be brought to their knees by an unseen enemy. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He is the highest paid actor in the world, a symbol of Herculean strength and relentless positivity. His physique is a global brand, synonymous with peak physical conditioning and superhuman work ethic. This is what makes his private struggle almost unbelievable. For years, Dwayne has been battling a severe and treatment-resistant case of depression. While he has spoken openly about milder bouts in the past, the condition has recently plunged him into a deep catatonic state that his inner circle describes as a darkness he cannot climb out of. He has canceled projects and retreated entirely from public view, a move so out of character it has sparked widespread concern. His wife, Lauren Hashian, is reportedly managing his care around the clock with a team of specialists working to find a treatment that can break through. The man who moved the world with a raised eyebrow and inspired millions to push harder is now in the fight of his life. A battle not against a physical opponent, but against the devastating void within his own mind. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new video. See you in the next one.